against the Lakers. We'll see how it plays out tonight. Here's Gasol against Josh Smith, and the opening tip to Lamar Odom and the men in purple.
And just like we predicted, Bob, the matchups are what we thought. Josh Smith against Lamar, Marvin against Vladimir and Kobe, and Joe Johnson and Derek Fisher and Anthony Johnson and Al Horford and Paul Gasol. But there'll be a lot of switching because of this triangle offense, and the Hawks like to switch. See who can get the better of the situations and the strategy.
Lamar Odom missing a three from the corner. Lakers will hang on to it. And Radmanovich, the former Sonic, will get it in. Kobe has been shooting lights out despite the fact that he had an off night in New Jersey last night. He buries this jumper. Kobe was 3 for 13, but what a road trip he has put together. Big numbers on every stop until the Meadowlands last night.
And that's what makes Paul Gasol so special, Bob. He had one of those off nights, and it was probably because of the finger and gut pull-up by Joe Johnson after the attempted steal by Kobe. He had a guy who can take up the slack in Paul Gasol, and that's what makes the Lakers real dangerous. And that right there showed you his finger is dislocated because he shot that one off the mark. But you know, Bob, there's a lot of strategy into basketball. And I see why Kobe's coming out shooting jump shots to make people understand my finger won't be hurt. You can't play off of me. And his whole mindset to probably set up his jump shot to dry the basketball because you won't be comfortable shooting it.
Nice drive on the baseline by Marvin Williams.
What a dislocated pinky.
A 4-2 lead for the home team. Derek Fisher back in L.A. after getting out of his contract in Utah. Here's Radmanovich inside on a fly swat rejection for Josh Smith. The Sultan of Swat has his first one of the night. And the Hawks look to build on this lead. Deep three for Joe. Oh, he's feeling it early.
Yes, he is. Very comfortable, and you can tell the way he shot that one in rhythm. And he did no hesitation. That's the one thing I like about it.
7-2 Atlanta. Now Gasol. With 6 on the shot clock, floats one up and off over the glass. And out of bounds to Atlanta. Josh Smith had 9 blocks against the Sixers here Monday. Gets his first against Radmanovich tonight.
Look at that pretty three-pointer by Joe Johnson. Feet set. Defenders coming at him, but that's confidence, and that's being real good.
Defended by Fisher. Joe backs the smaller man down into the paint. And the rebound secured by Odom.
That shows you how long Lamar Odom is. Al Horford's going to get it, and Lamar was just taller than him and longer than him to be able to get that basketball.
Lamar had 18 rebounds against the Hawks in the Laker victory here last season. Kobe doubled. Lamar flashes to the paint. Radmanovich is the man open. He buries a three. This Laker team can shoot the ball, number 3 in the league overall, 8th in three-pointers, and they average 107 points a game. Hard bounce to Josh Smith. And up with the left hand and good.
Boy, was that a nice move by Josh. Under control. Didn't settle for the little jump shot in the paint. Spun off his defender and got a chance to make a nice little layup.
Odom, good ball control. Now whips it inside to Gasol. And a foul on Josh Smith. He got him on the arm. Pretty move at the other end by Josh.
Very nice move. Could have went up right there, but no, didn't settle, Bob. Went right into the defenders, and you see with his jumping ability, even with Paul Gasol coming over, he looked too late and took too small for Josh Smith once he elevates.
Gasol, an all-star in 06. Most NBA observers, in fact everyone that I've read, considers the trade with Memphis to be absolute highway robbery.
Going to a bank without a gun, without a mask. That's what the Lakers did to Memphis, in my opinion.
And I think just about everybody else's, except for the folks with the Grizzlies. In midcourt, a steal by Radmanovich. They threw up that press, and Kobe feeds Vladimir for the jam.
Now, this is where the Hawks got to be careful because Lamar Odom is a long guy. And not like what Al Horford did, came out and helped because he can get the ball easily against Paul Gasol.
And that's going to be a jump. Good D by Odom and Gasol to collapse on Josh Smith.
When you look at it, this is a play where Marvin just telegraphed it, left too much air, and Joe Johnson wasn't ready for it. You got to look at your offensive guy and have eye contact before you can make a pass.
7 straight points by the Lakers to tie it at 9. Marvin goes back to get it. Now it's Joe Johnson. This time defended by Radmanovich.
You see Derek Fisher. That's pretty much a zone against Joe Johnson.
Stop and pop for Marvin.
You know, the principles of the Lakers offense is definitely the triangle, but you see more guys going one-on-one and just playing basketball because he has a lot of guys who have talent.
Marvin Williams missed the jam. Took off too soon. He did that Monday against Philly as well. Now Kobe gives it back to Lamar. Here's Gasol for the jam.
And this one makes it very, very hard for Josh Smith because usually he has a power forward that he can roam around. He has to play Lamar Odom and he has to play Vladimir if he's out on the line and then try to retreat and get blocked shots. Other guys are going to have to help Josh Smith in controlling that paint.
Horford top of the key. Fisher claims it. The Lakers have scored 9 unanswered. Odom on the deck. And that's going to be an offensive foul. So Lamar Odom has his first, and Josh Smith has his first. And Smitty, I want to ask you a question about this matchup. Odom versus Smith. It's not often that Josh Smith has to defend another left-hander, but he does tonight.
Well, I think the biggest thing is, like you say, is unorthodox guarding the left-hand guy. And, you know, Josh Smith, that's what makes him a great shot blocker against anybody. But when you come in with your left hand across to get right-handed play a shot, it's right there. And then Lamar Odom is a power forward that can put it on the floor and make plays. But Josh did an excellent job on that play.
Yes, he did.
Taking that charge.
11-9 Lakers. Here's Horford against Gasol. Foul made it difficult. Odom saves it. Lamar with his 3rd rebound of the first quarter.
That's just length right there that bothered Al Horford.
Here's Kobe. Kick into the corner. And a 3 for Radmanovich. Well, another open look.
Well, you know, you got to come help because Kobe had Joe in the blender a little bit, and he had a little bit of space. I thought Joe had him, but Marvin felt he had to help, and you can't leave shooters. That's what's going to make this Lakers team very dangerous.
Marvin, a little shake and bake, frees himself, but blew the layup. Josh Smith has it inside.
Oh, boy, I just love Josh Smith. When he catches it in the paint, when he goes up, he looks like the biggest guy on the floor, and he's not.
Here's Odom. Gasol spins around Josh Smith and lays it in.
Oh, Gasol is just loving life right now. You go from the Memphis Grizzlies to playing with the Lakers and all this talent and the space and the floor space for him now. He can just play one-on-one because nobody can double.
Anthony Johnson drives it all the way in. 16-13. Pull up for Fisher. Anthony Johnson across to Josh Smith. Into the alley, but a tough shot. And Odom guides the rebound Kobe Bryant's way. 16-13 Lakers. Odom out of the corner. Nails a 3. First bucket of the night for Lamar Odom. And the Lakers lead it by 6 with their 3rd 3-pointer. And Mike Woodson wants it. No, he did not disdain of the timeout. We're going to play on. Inside, it's Horford. Up and in.
That is strong, and that is a big-time finish by Al Horford in traffic against Paul Gasol. And that's the one thing about Paul. You look at weakness. He doesn't want to be physical as a center because on that play right there, he didn't give up his body and try to go get it.
Odom couldn't get Josh Smith off his feet, but that great length allowed him to get the shot off. Hawks rebound and run. Here's Joe controlling the dribble.
Is that intimidation by Josh Smith? Lamar Odom used about 19 pump fakes to go up.
A.J. off with the 3. Gasol rebounds. Here's Fisher. Trying to go to Kobe. Broken up by A.J. Josh Smith on the bounce. Here's Marvin banging with Gasol. Rebound Horford.
Al Horford is playing extremely tough in that paint. being one of the smallest centers in the NBA, you'll never know it the way he plays down in the paint.
A foul on Lamar Odom, and the Hawks rookie from Florida making his mark in the first quarter.
Dodge Ram now has a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, the longest lasting warranty in the business. Chevy, Toyota, and Ford don't. It makes owning a Dodge Ram easier than ever, with no more repair bills for covered parts as long as you own your truck. And Ram, the longest lasting, most durable line of full-size pickups, is the only truck to offer it. Go figure. Dodge. Grab life. Now get 0% financing plus up to $4,250 bonus cash on 2007 Ram 1500.
This Sunday on Sports South. Sports South is the home of the Atlanta Hawks.
Here come the Hawks.
Bringing you more games than any other network.
Baby, how about that one?
Catch all the amazing action all season long as the Hawks hammer home the highlights. And electrify the ATL. The Hawks battle the Cavs Friday at 7:30 on Sports South.
Congratulations, Joe Johnson, on being named 2008 NBA All-Star.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by
Stay twice through April 6th and earn twice the rewards. AAA members earn 3 times. Twice is nice. 3 times is nicer. Visit bestwestern.com.
1917 Lakers with 4:21 left here in the first quarter, and the news is official now. The Miami-Phoenix trade has been completed, with Shawn Marion and Marcus Banks going to the Heat, and the big fella headed to the Valley of the Sun.
The big fella gets to stay warm, which he loves, and then he goes from worst to probably almost first with the Phoenix Suns. I think when you look at this trade, everybody's talking about it, who got the better of the trade. I think you have to wait and see. If the big fella's healthy and can play the way he played, even last year, I think Phoenix gets the best of the trade. But if he's not healthy, you're losing Shawn Marion, a guy who created so much, I think, when in situations of unbalance, because he's a power forward who can run the court. But if Shaquille O'Neal can play just 15 and 9 in the paint, yes, the Phoenix Suns won't run a lot. But in half court in the playoffs, when they really need it, they have somebody they can throw it to along with Amari Stoudemire.
On the Odom foul, he's out, Walton in. And the free throw for Horford is good, finishing off a three-point play to pull Atlanta within 1. Speaking of Shaq, I think a lot of folks either underestimate or may have forgotten what a terrific outlet passer he can be. And I don't think the Suns will miss a beat when they're called on to run, with Shaq just throwing home run tosses end to end. Childress gets it out to Joe. Atlanta looking to get the lead back here. Hawks have 5 assists on 8 made baskets to date. Joe Johnson continues his impressive first quarter shooting.
Before you look at Joe Johnson, he just picked a spot. And you know your defenders. Luke Walton, a guy who's not fast enough to keep up with Joe Johnson. He said, hey, let me just get to a sweet spot and pull up. And I know I can get my shot off against Luke Walton.
Kobe inside to Luke. On the cut, Radmanovich lays it in. Great ball movement from the Lakers.
I mean, that guy is so valuable, Luke Walton, on the offensive end for the Lakers, because he can see the court, he can pass, has a good basketball IQ. He just cut and knew where the guys were supposed to be.
The Lakers have 7 assists on their 8 made baskets. A look at our Exmo Super Slow-Mo. And the beauty of the majestic jumper from Joe Johnson.
I love that Exmo. You get to see all of it, the rotation, leaving his fingertips.
Just a beautiful thing.
Didn't have all this technology when I played.
Just think of how good looking your jumper would have been on Exmo. Joe short on this one. And Walton has it for the Lakers. In transition, Derek Fisher.
It's tough now to go double because they got all shooters standing around.
And around the perimeter it goes. Another 3. for Radmanovich. He's got 13 first quarter points, 3 threes, 3 of the Lakers' 4.
And it's unreal. Now Kobe Bryant is playing decoy. He just catches in the post. Ooh.
Through the hands of Horford. And we have a timeout. 2:34 remaining in this first quarter. Lakers by 4.
They say, don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. For 31 straight years, we've backed up our talk with some of the toughest, most popular trucks on the road. Enough said.
Getting coverage from 1-800-SAFE-AUTO is simple.
To prove it, we're in this busy mall with a cell phone.
And a shopper who needs insurance.
What if I say getting car insurance is as easy as calling 1-800-SAFE-AUTO? I'd say prove it. Dial 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
With 24-hour service, immediate coverage, and low monthly payments you can make over the phone or by logging on.
Getting coverage from Safe Auto is...
I can't believe how easy this is.
Exactly.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Representatives are standing by.
Call today.
Play it safe, Safe Auto. Trip, drink, draft and drink. Innovative draft Heineken. New premium light elevation.
27-year-old, 7th-year pro Vladimir Radmanovich is the hottest of the hot for the Lakers in this first quarter, providing us with our Craig Fields Kia Atlanta South surprising moment of the game. What a first quarter, Smitty. 3 threes and 13 points.
Well, you got to love it. And I know Vladimir is, hey, I can just play up all these great superstars, let them take all the pressure. I get wide open looks, and all I have to do is knock them down. But you got to knock him down, and he's doing that in this first period. Doing it well. 13 points, and we still have 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yugoslavian born. Now, of course, that country is Serbia, Montenegro, and Radmanovich has spent his entire career on the West Coast, 4.5 years in Seattle, then to the Clippers in the trade for Wilcox, and now with the Lakers. Radmanovich, it took him a while to get acclimated in the triangle offense. One of Coach Jackson's less than savory comments about Vladimir called him a space cadet last year.
But isn't that nice? You go from the Clippers to the Lakers. He didn't even have to move.
That's right.
Whoa.
Here's Kobe against Joe. Short. Rebound Childress. (24-20) Lakers. T. Lue, the former Lakers. Rebound to Gasol. Here's Luke Walton. Draws such praise from his teammates. Jordan Farmar missing a 3. Luke Walton, a high basketball IQ, the son of the Hall of Famer, of course, Bill Walton. Here's Lue, knocked away by Kobe.
Good play by Kobe, anticipating that pass going to Joe Johnson. T. Lue probably wanted to put that one on the floor. Guys hate reaching down for a bounce pass, but they can get a straight pass.
Ronnie Turioff coming in, Powell getting a breather. So Radmanovich, the only starter. Well, Kobe's still out there. So 3 subs in from the bench for the Lakers here in the quarter. Joe going up and rolls it in. Joe's had a strong first quarter with 9 points. And Joe 4 of 6 shooting. 24-22. Ronnie really gets after it.
Yes, he does.
Banging with Pachulia. Josh Smith snatching down the board. Running 3-on-2. Bounce to Lue, and he lays it in.
It's so funny in the NBA. You see a guy like T. Lue come and lay up, going full speed. You would think everybody would jump at it because he can pass the ball and make plays. Everybody just stayed home, and he laid it up.
Hawks have come back to tie the game at 24. We are under a minute in the opening quarter. Kobe took a peek at that shot clock and drills it. He looked at the clock at the other end of the floor, saw he was down to 2 seconds, and made a beautiful play. Josh Smith rebounded by Walton.
Well, you see, they have so many guys that can play so many positions. Oh, that was just pretty.
Count the basket and a foul on Atlanta. The foul on Pachulia, his first.
You got Luke Walton leading this break. Then a little up pump fake, and then Zaza Pachulia. You hate those type of calls if you're Mike Woodson and the Hawks. That's just a touch foul. Didn't bother his shot at all, so he gives him an opportunity to make a three-point play.
6 and 3. Kobe, the second leading scorer in the league at 28 a game, just behind LeBron. And King James and the Cavaliers will be here Friday night.
Yes.
Bryant.
If you get a chance this week to come down like tonight and Friday, you're seeing some of the 2 greatest basketball players in the league, and then you get a chance to see Joe Johnson also, an all-star in his own right, playing against these guys. Great matchups.
14 seconds left in the period. Lakers by 5. And with a foul to give, and it's on Turion. Number 1 on Ronnie. Hawks ball with 11.7 left in the first quarter. Lakers lead it 29-24. Phillips sold out tonight and will be again on Friday. Zaza holds it and hands it off to Joe. He's in a double team. Joe with 5. Joe with 4. That's a three-pointer, and it's good. Joe Johnson with a big shot. Now intercepts the pass from midcourt. Now Lou beats the buzzer. No good. And that would have been a 3 to give the Hawks the lead. But a big shot from Joe Johnson. Then the interception, and we've got a 2-point game at the end of 1. Kobe and the Lakers in Atlanta to battle Joe Johnson and the Hawks on Sports South.
Power captured by revolutionary V-Bell technology that responds instantly to your commands and unleashes power immediately. The all-new 330 horsepower Infinity G Coupe. Intensity captured.
To look at it, you'd never suspect that this was part of a working landfill. That's because Waste Management works closely with communities and the Wildlife Habitat Council to make sure we can all live peacefully together. Today, our landfills provide more than 17,000 acres of protected land for wildlife habitat. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green, think Waste Management.
NASCAR is in high gear, and if you want to get an all-access pass to the high-octane action, Around the Track is your ticket. From pit road to the checkered flag, you're in the driver's seat on Around the Track. Presented by your local Ford dealers, Fridays and Sundays on Sports South.
You're watching Hawks basketball on Sports South.
Lakers lead it by 2 as we start the second quarter. For a second consecutive season, Joe Johnson is an Eastern Conference All-Star and showing the rest of the NBA tonight why he was selected.
Yes, indeed, Bob. He's putting on the show in this first quarter. Advantage Joe Johnson against Kobe right now. And I think the one thing Joe Johnson has to do tonight, he has to be aggressive. He has to force the issue. He can't wait and sit back to get started. And also, he can't wait to get it going because Kobe Bryant's going to take enough shots to get himself going.
And Joe Johnson fighting through a slump in his last 7 games, averaging 14.3 points and shooting only 34% from the field. As we showed you those numbers a moment ago, Joe having a great first quarter. And now the Hawks have the basketball within 2. Lakers press, and they're going to let Joe play it in. And he is going to play it to Josh Childress. Walton. Vujacic is in, along with Farmar, Odom, and Gasol for the Lakers. Childress, Lou, Joe, Pachulia, and Marvin Williams for the Hawks. Zaza tries to power it up. Now it's a block by Gasol on Marvin Williams. And Farmar has it for the Lakers. He dances in and scores.
I like this kid. Very gutsy, plays hard. Can do a lot of things, Bob. The one thing I like about him, he's so aggressive defensively. He wants to play defense. He wants to stick his nose in there, and he wants to learn. Talking to their assistant coaches, they love what he does and what he brings off the bench.
Childress. Pachulia. And the rebound is going to be controlled by Odom. Foul. Facing Pachulia, and Zaza fouls him.
I like what Zaza Pachulia did. Got very aggressive, got him off the blocks. But when he turned and faced, that's what Zaza should have gave him a little bit of room.
Second foul on Pachulia brings Josh Smith back into the game. Well, Zaza's going to stay. And Joe Johnson will get a breather. 31-27. On the cut, Walton. What a pass from Gasol.
I think that's the big thing that they're going to love about Paul Gasol. Here's a guy skillful to make plays like that. Bynum, unbelievable talent, but he's not as crafty with the basketball like a Paul Gasol.
Shot clock at 7. The ball deflected. It's out of bounds with 6 seconds to shoot. Tonight's delivery of the game brought to you by UPS. The little over-the-head flip from Pau Gasol. Now T. Lue inside the ring. Hits it. Teron Lue has 2 baskets against his old ball club. Monday night against the Sixers, scored 11 and played a season-high 27 minutes. Josh Smith in the middle to Lue, and the Hawks are running.
I like that T. Lue pushed the basketball, got it up, and I think you got to go to Zaza Pachulia against Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom has 2 fouls. I think you just got to go to him to make Lamar play him, and he doesn't want to get in foul trouble.
Odom snatches his 5th rebound. Farmar left open. Now good recognition inside to Odom, and a foul on Josh, his 2nd. I mean, how much fun is it to play for the Lakers these days? Everybody's sharing the basketball. They want to make a great pass.
And I think it started with Kobe Bryant trusting his teammates early, and now everybody's getting to the act. Because when you look at it, Kobe Bryant has really not had a Kobe-type first quarter and first half. And he doesn't have to now with all these weapons around him. He can rest and then turn it on when they really need him.
Odom coming up short, 6-point lead for the Lakers. Lue. Odom there, and there's number 3. Or is it? No, they're going to give it on Farmar. Jordan Farmar with the reach in first, and that saves Odom a 3rd foul.
First, I guess you said it. Jordan Farmar first, but I thought it was Lamar Odom for sure.
Hawks fans, time for the steal of the game. Get lower level seats for $30, upper level seats for only $15. When the Hawks host the Pistons next Tuesday at 7. Operators are standing by. Call 1-866-715-1500 before the end of the 3rd quarter. Boy, is this a run of quality opposition. Eric Phillips, Lakers tonight, Cleveland on Friday, and then next Tuesday, the Pistons. My goodness. Now Gasol lost it, nearly went in.
Yes, he did, and he's right. It almost went in. The one thing I like about right now is you got Al Horford and Zaza Pachulia in the game, and I think those two big guys is great to see. We have a front line now that's over 6'8". They can do some damage on the glass.
Al Horford off the mark. Farmar the running rebound.
And they are featuring Paul.
To the corner. Vujicic missing. Now to Ron Lue.
Ron Lue looks quicker than usual. Old T. Lue is getting up and down.
A little pep in his step. Remembers those rings from the Lakers. Childress. Tough luck for Josh. He doesn't miss many layups.
Not at all. And the thing I like about T. Lue, and I think the reason why is, Bob, he's getting healthier right now.
Walton behind his back, but no shot. Now Gasol just picks it up and flips it in.
Just picks it up and he's 7 feet. Because he had no angle, but he's so tall. He's right at the basket. And, you know, people forget. He's only 27 years old, Bob. He has a lot of basketball left.
Hawks shooting 41%. Marvin Williams had a bucket early, but nothing since. T. Lue to Horford. End of the shot clock and air ball. Laker basketball.
Not a good possession for the Atlanta Hawks. No ball movement, no body movement, and you get that type of shot at the end of the shot clock.
Have you ever led an expedition? Have you ever been honored by the Louvre? Have you ever protected nobility? Have you ever seen the curvature of the earth? Range Rover, designed for the extraordinary.
Alex Klein is a real Geico customer, not a paid celebrity. So to help tell his story, we hired that guy who does those funny sound effects.
My car was totaled over 1,000 miles from home. So I called Geico. And in less than 10 business hours, I got a check for a new car.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
Tout est chaud, tout est joli. La tour Eiffel s'épanouit. Paris fait Mali.
Tu es beau, tu es joli.
At Philips, simplicity is technology that fits seamlessly into your life.
Paris fait Mali.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Ford, by Aaron's, UPS, and by Delta. Back at Phillips, 37-31 Lakers, 7:51 remaining here in this second quarter. What's on tap? Brought to you by Bud Light. We mentioned the quality opposition coming up. Cleveland on Friday here. Then Saturday down to the Toyota Center in Texas to meet the Houston Rockets. Next Tuesday, Detroit, and the final game before the All-Star break is in Charlotte. Then we start the second half in L.A. against these Lakers. What's on tap? Brought to you by Bud Light. Here's the way the Eastern Conference sits as we begin play on this Wednesday night with the Hawks 4 games under 500, yet solidly in that number 7 position.
What you like about it, one thing about the Atlanta Hawks, been struggling. Now they got a chance to win a couple games here. They've had a pretty good cushion. I think the biggest thing right now, you don't want to have those 3 or 4 games where you lose now, because now the New Jersey Nets are creeping up, and then you got teams like Washington, who I think you look at the Hawks, they should try to move up to 6th or 5th. They got a chance if they can put some wins together.
Mike Woods' ball club faced with a very difficult month of February. That trip that we showed you that begins in L.A. after the break. will take us to Sacramento, Golden State, Utah. 4 games and 5 nights there. And then just swing on by and pick up that San Antonio game to end the trip.
Yeah, I'll just end it and go play the Spurs. That's difficult. But everybody has to play everybody, so the Hawks have to get together. And I think right now, winning these games at home gives you a lot of confidence going out west for the second time.
Hawks have won 10 of their last 14 home games. Marvin tees it up. Marvin Williams now 1 of 8.
Well, the thing is, the biggest, that was not a good shot by Sasha Vujacic, but I think a good contest by Josh Childress. The thing about the Lakers right now, you've never seen Kobe Bryant rest this much, but they have a lead and they can rest him a lot because this second unit and other guys are playing well.
A fierce battle for the rebound. Lamar Odom, point forward.
At 6'10", handling the basketball.
Pau Gasol against Pachulia.
Good rebound by Al Horford. And I like that Zaza Pachulia is running the court. Give it to him against Paul. Make Paul work. Right now the Hawks don't have a guy that can take control without Joe Johnson and Josh Smith. T. Lue was the one guy who can get his own shot.
Odom grabbing his 7th rebound. Anthony Johnson with a steal and Lamar Odom with the loose ball foul. Number 3 on Lamar. And Kobe's going to come back into the ball game, I believe, after this timeout. 6:01 remaining, second quarter. Lakers 37, Hawks 31 on Sports South.
Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers are joining forces to surround and destroy the competition. Take advantage by getting the best deals on new Kias in the Atlanta area. Let Kia free ya at the pump with a new Rio starting at just $9,900. Brand new 5-star safety rated Optimus start at only $13,900. All new Kias include a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Kia, the power to surprise. Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers have teamed up to crush high prices. Get in on the best deals in the area now while they last.
Play Cash Explosion from the Georgia Lottery and instantly win up to $1 million. Cash Explosion. It's a blast.
All right, Delivery Intercept. Well, say you've shipped your new gizmos to all your best customers, and they're just about to arrive when Bob comes in and says, "Stop the gizmos. There's a problem with the gizmos." Well, if you shipped with UPS, you'd have the control to stop those gizmos and bring them right back. It's not just delivery. It's UPS Delivery Intercept. Whew, that was close.
Welcome back to Hawks basketball. 6:01 to go in the first half. The Hawks down 6 to the Lakers. Coming up in our errands at the half, Dominique Wilkins will tell us how he would attack the Lakers when they are sitting Kobe Bryant for these extended periods of time, and more on that seismic trade in the NBA earlier today. Now back over to Bob and Steve.
Okay, Jerome, yes, it is official with Shaquille O'Neal headed to Phoenix. You know, there was a point in time when Shaquille went from the East to the West in 1996 where we saw a lot of Western teams make moves to try to counter Shaquille O'Neal going to the Lakers. Portland got big. They got Rasheed Wallace. You had Chris Webber going out to Sacramento. So to make a counter move is not the first time in history when Shaquille O'Neal's been involved.
He is the one guy I think will go down to history as a guy who changes the NBA as far as rules, as far as how you referee the game, because he's the one guy that you got a double team, you got a triple team, and you look at it right now. If he has something left in that tank, they might be exciting with Amari Stoudemire being able to play the power forward position now.
Foul on Gasol sends Marvin Williams to the strike. Don't forget your home for the Thrashers is Sports South, and tomorrow night Blue Land will be in action as they take on the Vancouver Canucks, 7 o'clock right here on Sports South. Tough one last night with those Flyers. Boy, that is the jinx team. Philly won 3-2 here last night, and the Thrashers looking to get back on after their 3-game winning streak came to an end last night. Marvin Williams pulling the Hawks within 4 at the 5:45 mark. Kobe is indeed back out there and has it against Joe. Gasol getting out of his way, and they go cross court. Vujacic misses the 3. Lakers have pulled off from outside the arc, but Fisher and Kobe back in.
Right back to Kobe. Do you double team or not?
Horford on the rebound. Lakers haven't scored in 3 minutes. Here's Marvin. Childress, the master of the offensive stick back.
Master of being able to rebound misses and air balls, and a guy who just hangs around that baseline.
Vujacic doesn't miss this one.
And I like that he's not bashful. He's missed
the
last 2 3-pointers, and he took that one with a defender right on him.
From Slovenia in his 4th NBA season, having his best year as a pro. Tip up and in by Al Horford.
Bob, you like his new hairstyle?
Who, Al?
No, Sasha.
Oh, I was going to say, what's different about Horford?
No, not Al. Al is going to be the same for a long time.
Yeah, kind of the Mike Miller look. Nice lob to Childress.
Push the basketball, Hawks. Run, run, run. You always have an advantage with this small lineup that we play every night in and night out. They can run people.
Kobe's pass is batted down.
Good job by Joe Johnson, because that was an easy layup.
Outside to Gasol. Running rebound for Horford. Toss ahead to Childress, and the Hawks lead.
You love when they run the basketball, get up and down.
Smitty, it is just night and day.
Yes,
the difference in this Hawks team when they run the basketball.
Good double team.
Fisher for 3. Bottoms.
I mean, Kobe Bryant has matured so much, Bob. He's not forcing shots. You know when teams get a run. Good steal by Sasha, but a good play by the Hawks.
A.J. rodding Kobe pretty hard, draws the foul. First foul on Anthony Johnson. Time for tonight's Edge of Your Seat play, brought to you by Ford. The beautiful lob from Anthony to the man from L.A., Josh Childress.
You like that Joe Johnson ran and everybody kind of shifted to him, and that created a lane for Josh Childress. A lot, like I was saying, Bob, usually when a team gets on a run like that, you used to see that in Kobe's eye. He used to feel that he had to take over. He just calmly came down and still being the facilitator, getting guys open.
First on Childress, 4th on the team. One more pass. Fisher got it.
Beautiful basketball. What can you do about it when you got guys standing on that 3-point line and people don't understand? When you have shooters, it makes great players like Kobe and other guys who can get their own shot even better because they have space.
Lakers had missed a couple, now back up, heading 2 threes in a row. 7 of 11, and Kobe the foul on Al Horford. The first foul of the night on Kobe Bryant, and a timeout at Phillips.
Bud Light is brewed to give you everything you want in a beer. Never-ending refreshment, superior drinkability, and now the ability to walk through walls.
Told you we weren't going to get in.
What are we going to do now? Well, what are we going to do now? We're going to do this.
Not good.
The ability to walk through walls no longer available in Bud Light. The endless refreshment, however, remains.
Bud Light keeps it coming.
I wonder where Jake is.
Only
Only Aaron's delivers the most for the least. Aaron's delivers quality with top name brand furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers. Aaron's delivers trust by never checking your credit because everybody's pre-approved. Aaron's delivers value. Our sale price and our 12, 18, or 24-month lease prices are the lowest anywhere, guaranteed. And Aaron's delivers all this the same day. Do the math. Nobody beats Aaron's. Okay, let's go.
Los Angeles leading 46-41. Time for our Kia card tonight. Kia, the power to surprise. And we focus on the man from Harbor City, California, Josh Childress, a kid from Southern California who played his college basketball in Northern California at Stanford. His play of late, Smitty, has just been tremendous. And tonight off the bench, a great spark for the Hawks.
He has. He's came off the bench with a vengeance in these last couple games at home. Really shooting the basketball extremely well. When you look at Josh Childress, every time he plays, you know he's going to come out and play hard. But I think right now he's being aggressive. He's being more assertive to make plays on his own, and he's getting out and running. And a fast break style really, really suits him. And because the Hawks have been running more, he's definitely been a beneficiary of a lot of these outlet passes because he's a guy, as an athlete, can get out and run, and he's long.
Josh Childress in his last 4 games is averaging 18.8 points, shooting 64% from the field. And of his last 23 rebounds in those 4 games, 16 have been offensive. Shot clock at 3. Marvin had nothing. Shot clock expires. And a violation against Atlanta.
When you look at that play, that's just good defense. I think Marvin just left to try to make something happen. Woody was trying to get a foul, but he didn't get one. And Lakers a good defense on that one.
Lakers shooting 46% from the field. But that number is better than it looks because of all the threes. Kobe short. Anthony Johnson out of bounds after the contact with Bryant. Now, he didn't get a whistle that time, Smitty, but I tell you, that makes up for that one.
Yes,
and then he got called on a steal.
It's even now. It's definitely.
He knocked him right down.
AJ should have got up and made more of a point of it, but he understands. I would have said, hey, that's a foul. Most probably would have got a technical on that one.
You've heard the expression in this league, a makeup call. That's a makeup no call.
Oh, boy.
Childress picks up his second. A minute 52 remaining in this second quarter as we check out the Home Depot points in the paint. Kobe stepping up, 7 points in the first quarter, sat out the first 6 minutes of this second period. We were talking about the big games that he's had on this trip. 39 at Detroit, the only game the Lakers have lost in their 4 games. 46 at Toronto, 30 at Washington.
Those are big, big numbers. Extremely big numbers.
He scored more points in high school in the Philadelphia area than Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, and that is saying a lot because who was Wilt playing against back then? He was just dropping it in the NBA. I know in high school he just dropped it in.
47-41 Lakers. Joe, nice. Got to the hole, but no finish. And out to the Lakers. Well, he made such a great move to get to the rim. I thought it was automatic.
When you look at it, hey, you got to pay attention.
Lakers trying to catch the Hawks napping. Fisher on the bounce to Turioff, and he's fouled.
That's because of the unbalance of defense. The Hawks was walking back, and you know the smart play by a veteran, Derek Fisher. He pushed the basketball up, and now everybody's scrambling, and people don't know who to guard. And then, unfortunately, you had to pick up that foul.
Hawks are over the limit. Turioff at the line. Don't forget about that steal of the game, Hawks fans. Get lower level seats for $30, upper level for $15. Hawks Pistons next Tuesday at 7. Operator standing by to take your call at 1-866-715-1500 and make that call before the end of the third quarter. Childress out. Mario West is in. Now Turioff with the second free throw. Second round pick out of Gonzaga. Great story. Coming back after open heart surgery.
I love him, Bob, because he just plays the basketball game with a smile.
9 straight points for the Lakers after the Hawks had taken a 1-point lead. Joe guarded by Radmanovich. Slips down. Held ball. They'll jump it.
And you know, Anthony Johnson went down on the other side, and yes, he slipped, but with a little nudge by Kobe, but then also Joe Johnson went down. It's a little slippery.
The shot clock will be reset to 5.
I think the biggest thing right here, Bob, is if Vladimir can tip the basketball to Kobe, watch Luke Walton streaking out. Well, Joe Johnson won that one.
But only 2 on the shot clock. Joe with Kobe bothering the shot. And a steal for Joe and a poor pass. Now Marvin dunks it. So the Hawks take advantage of the break.
Yes, they did. You got to love Joe Johnson. Took a tough shot, and he had to because of shot clock, but made up for it. Came right back and got a steal.
Derek Fisher. 4-3. That's 9 points for Derek, all on 3-pointers.
I mean, Turioff, his biggest fan, ran all the way to give him some dap at 100 miles per hour.
30 seconds to go in the half. Anthony Johnson dives in. Rebound. Horford fights for it. Wins it. Second opportunity for the Hawks. 11 first half rebounds for Al Horford. Final seconds of the second quarter. Jerome Jaranovich and Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins coming up at halftime. The foul on Luke Walton is his first, and that puts the Lakers over the limit.
I like what Joe Johnson did on that play right there. Wouldn't be denied. Knew he had Luke Walton and Kobe trying to help. Just use his foot speed and strength to draw that foul and get to that free throw line.
Joe played 12 minutes in the first quarter, scored 12 points, 7 minutes in this second quarter, and that's his first point.
You know, and I think also that's some of, players got to understand. Your best player, you got to get him shots, especially the way he was going in the first quarter, whether it's giving up yourself or passing the ball, extra pass, or a pick. You got to get your guy who's getting hot, and that's even selfish for me, Bob. You want to get the other guy going so they can double him so you can get open shots.
Right. 1 field goal for the Hawks in the last 4 minutes. That was the Marvin Williams dunk. A couple of free throws for Joe to cut it to 7. Here comes Kobe. 6 seconds, 5. Kobe gets all the way and gets fouled. He took it 94 feet.
And he's Kobe Bryant. And you look at it, this might have been a travel on this play. But then somebody else has to help and stop the ball. When you see Al Horford picked him up, you know that's a mismatch. Somebody else has to come and make him give that basketball up.
52-45. Kobe 1 of 2 at the line. Check that, 2 of 3 at the line. Didn't get the bounce. This is an 84% free throw shooter.
But you know, it's really
that little
bothering
pinky, yeah.
because he has 2 fingers taped, and it's hard to get a feel on it. You'd rather shoot a jump shot than a free throw when you have something wrong, because you shoot it instinctively in a game, but a free throw, you're thinking about it now.
Lakers by 8. Joe, can he get the shot away? And that is the half. We've reached the break at Phillips with our halftime score. The Lakers 53, Hawks 45. Jerome and the Hall of Famer coming up next.
Whatever you're working on, Advance will help you keep the wheels turning.
At Infinity, we anticipate that you will constantly be surrounded by things you'll need to avoid. Introducing the all-new Infinity EX with the world's first around-view monitor. Ordinary is seeing behind you. Extraordinary is seeing around you. The all-new EX from Infinity.
Tout est chaud, tout est joli. La tour Eiffel s'épanouit. Mali fait Mali.
Tu es beau, tu es joli.
At Philips, simplicity is technology that fits seamlessly into your life.
Mali fait Mali.
Hey, man. Hey. Give you a hand? Sure, yeah. Just take the, No. Hey, guys. Check this out. So you pop the top, little tap action, boom, get the glass. A little something I like to call liquid gold.
Did you see what Mikey brought?
Yeah, I brought a sandwich.
Okay.
It's got Gouda. Smoked Gouda, actually.
Sports South, bringing you more action of the team Southern sports fans want to see. As your home of the Braves.
Here's the throw, the tag. Got him. Jeff Grant Core getting into that one.
The Thrashers.
The shot, save London.
And the Hawks.
Oh, my goodness.
Plus, go beyond the game.
Let's get you right down on the field now.
With extended coverage.
Blue Land is buzzing.
Including exclusive interviews with the players and coaches.
You know, as long as we have 5 guys out here, we're all going to come out and play hard and play to win.
They got a great team. We're ready to go.
If our lineup keeps scoring runs, we're gonna have a great time this year.
And expert analysis from names you know and trust.
Doing a great job on the road. I think they're coming together. Their chemistry.
He knows he has size, he has speed, and he has offensive power.
John Smoltz is going to challenge any hitter. He doesn't care who it is.
Congratulations, Joe Johnson, on being named 2008 NBA All-Star.
Welcome to the Aaron's at the half, where the Lakers lead the Hawks 53-45. The Hawks drumline playing behind us. As we take a look back at this first half, Jerome Jurinovich, along with the Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins and Neek, what are your impressions of what went right, what went wrong in this first half?
Well, I think what went right the first half is the offensive rebounding that the Hawks displayed in that first half. But I think the transition defense is the reason why the Hawks are down right now. See,
they're running with them, though.
They're running with them. You know, I think if they can get back on the offensive end against the Lakers, I think we'll be fine. But, you know, you can't give them easy opportunities because they capitalize off of other teams' mistakes.
Are you surprised at all at the output that Kobe Bryant has not given us so far?
Well, he's kind of feeling his way through. He's always been that kind of guy to kind of assess how they play him on the defensive end, but having Pau Gasol gives them a different element now to look at, so they're trying to get him involved early in the game.
You have to wonder how much that right pinky finger is bothering Kobe tonight. We will have the Sprite scoring leaders for you a little bit later here in the halftime report. Plenty more to come. This is 3 of Joe's 14 in the first half. The Lakers up 8.
Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers are joining forces to surround and destroy the competition. Take advantage by getting the best deals on new Kias in the Atlanta area. Let Kia free ya at the pump with a new Rio starting at just $9,900. Brand new 5-star safety-rated Optimus start at only $13,900. All new Kias include a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Kia, the power to surprise. Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers have teamed up to crush high prices. Get in on the best deals in the area now while they last.
Less spare tire, more spare change. Quiznos 2 new flatbread Sammys, smaller toasted sandwiches, $2 and only 200 calories. Quiznos.
Dodge Ram now has a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, the longest lasting warranty in the business. Chevy, Toyota, and Ford don't. It makes owning a Dodge Ram easier than ever, with no more repair bills for covered parts as long as you own your truck. And Ram, the longest lasting, most durable line of full-size pickups, is the only truck to offer it. Go figure. Dodge. Grab life. Now get 0% financing plus up to $4,250 bonus cash on 2007 Ram 1500.
Nowhere is it written that an airline lives forever. Many great ones have come and gone. We can face the same fate, or we can change. Change means rethinking every moment of your travel experience and a promise to keep changing. Welcome change. Welcome to the new Delta.
Bring your favorite team home with Glidden Team Colors Paint, the true colors of true fans. Team Colors Paint, exclusively from Glidden and only at the Home Depot.
Welcome back to Hawks basketball here on Sports South. At the break, the Hawks trailing the Lakers 53-45. And don't forget, fans, it's time for the steal of the game. Discounted seats are on sale right now for Tuesday's matchup with the Pistons, but you have to call before the end of the third quarter. This is a great deal. Call 866-715-1500 right now. Kobe is not the leading scorer for the Lakers. We will tell you who leads both teams with the scoring leaders next. Is it Marvin? Hawks down 8 at the break.
Cut. What are you doing, man? You gotta jump.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. It's just too high.
Okay, come on, Duff. You're a stunt man, remember? I tell you what, you see this Bud Light over here? If you jump, it's all yours. And... out of my way!
Yeah! Endless refreshment from start to finish. Bud Light keeps it coming.
Wait for me!
All right, freight. Well, you already love the reliability of the big brown truck, but let's say you're shipping something really big, or pallets of lots of little things. Now, wouldn't it be great if you could send any size shipment with the reliability and tracking you're used to with UPS? Hey, look, now you can. It's not just freight, it's UPS freight. Throw some mud flaps on here.
Tout est chaud, tout est joli. La tour Eiffel s'épanouit. Harry fait Mali.
Tu es beau, tu es joli.
At Philips, simplicity is technology that fits seamlessly into your life.
Harry fait Mali.
It is Kovalchuk, dances his way in, shot, score!
Also barrels in.
Sports South is the home of the Atlanta Hawks.
Here come the Hawks.
Bringing you more games than any other network.
Baby! How about that one?
Catch all the amazing action all season long as the Hawks hammer home the highlights.
Lights up and throws it down!
And electrify the ATL. The Hawks battle the Cavs Friday at 7:30 on Sports South.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the written consent of the NBA. Log on to NBA.com immediately following the game for live press conferences and video highlights.
Welcome back to Hawks basketball. 53-45, the Lakers on top of the Hawks here at the break. As we take a look at the Sprite scoring leaders, Joe Johnson, a great first quarter, 12 of his 14 coming in the opening 12. Vladimir Radmanovic leading the way for LA. Kobe Bryant with 9 on 3 of 7 shooting, 1 3-pointer. You have to admire their defense on Kobe tonight.
Well, what they're doing is forcing Kobe to make other people beat them. The unfortunate thing that LA has a lot of guys on the corners who can shoot the ball, so Kobe's getting a few assists in result of that. But I'd rather have other guys beating us other than Kobe Bryant.
Well, he has 4 assists. One of those who is beating us, Derek Fisher, 3 threes, 9 points. How do you kind of take that perimeter game up a notch?
Well, you know, it's hard because when you got shooters on the corners and at the top, you know, like I said, you have to give up something. So what are you going to give up? You give up that lesser score. But like I said, unfortunately, they got guys who can really shoot the ball.
Well, to pick your poison tonight on defense, the Hawks are down 8. That'll do it for Aaron's at the half. Dominique and I will be back right here for complete postgame coverage on Hawks Live. Once again, the Hawks down 8 at the break. It'll be Bob, Steve, and James with the second half right after this.
President Millard Fillmore, best remembered as the first president to have a running water bathtub. He's unheard of. So we are honoring him during Kia's Unheard of President's Day sale with unheard of deals on the Kia Sportage and the Kia Spectra. To commemorate Millard's bath time, we've created this Millard Fillmore soap on a rope.
Get unheard of deals like 1.9% APR plus 500 bonus cash.
To look at it, you'd never suspect that this was part of a working landfill. That's because Waste Management works closely with communities and the Wildlife Habitat Council to make sure we can all live peacefully together. Today, our landfills provide more than 17,000 acres of protected land for wildlife habitat. From everyday collection to environmental protection, think green, think Waste Management.
Sports South has all the action and all the access with Hawks Live after every game. More than just the score, Hawks Live brings a full-court press. It's the only place to get the players.
They're going to leave me open. I'm going to make them pay.
The coaches.
That's what you got to do on a night-in and night-out basis.
And Hawks Hall of Fame legend Dominique Wilkins himself.
They're going to be around when the crunch time comes.
The human highlight film breaks it down, and we bring it home. Hawks Live after every game, right here on Sports South.
NASCAR is in high gear, and if you want to get an all-access pass to the high-octane action, Around the Track is your ticket. From pit road to the checkered flag, you're in the driver's seat on Around the Track. Presented by your local Ford dealers, Fridays and Sundays on Sports South.
You're watching Hawks basketball on Sports South.
Atlanta Hawks basketball on Sports South from a sold-out Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Lakers 53, Hawks 45. Start of the third quarter right around the corner. As always, we check in with our man on the sidelines, James Verrett.
Well, Bob had an opportunity to talk to assistant Bob Bender, and he said the adjustments offensively continue to push the basketball. When the Hawks run, they can score and possibly get the lead in this game. Defensively, they have to continue to guard Kobe Bryant as well as they had, holding him to 9 points, but also stop the weak side cuts by the Lakers. That's how they've been able to get some easy baskets and get the lead. If they can do that, hopefully they can make it 3 in a row here in Phillips Arena. Back to you.
Now the Steve Smith report card on the first half.
Here we go, Bob. Let's start off with the first one. Must be physical, and you look at it, Hawks did a pretty good job on that. +4, rebounding, run. Don't like that one, even though they're +2. They only have 6 fast break points to the Lakers 4. Should get a little bit more distance with that one. And also being unselfish. So far, so good. Had a chance to get 11 assists. Look for that to even go up a little bit more in this second half. And the big thing for them is they got to defend the three-point shot. And I think sometimes, Bob, you're going to have to let Joe Johnson play Kobe Bryant one-on-one instead of giving up wide-open three-point shots.
We showed you the Hawks coming back on the floor. Al Horford, 11 first half rebounds. Anthony Johnson had 5 assists in that first half. And here we go with quarter number 3. Kobe matched up against Joe, pokes it away. Shot clock is down to 10. Josh Smith, who has scored only 4 points tonight, works his way inside to open the second half scoring.
Good move by Lamar Odom of not fouling. Great job by Josh Smith going right at him because he's had 3 fouls. And the reason why I say good move by Lamar, that's where the Hawks have to go. He just does not want to foul out the game and pick up 4 this early.
Kick out to Fisher. Trying to shake A.J. Now back to Kobe with 4 on the shot clock. Radmanovich missing the 3. Here's Joe laying it up and in.
Good start by the Hawks. Coming out right, going right in the paint with a nice post move, and then a drive by Joe Johnson, not settling for jump shots.
Odom. Good cutoff on the baseline by Horford. Pau Gasol puts it in. So many weapons offensively.
Yes, they have, Bob. You look at Paul Gasol, he flared out to shoot a jump shot at 7 feet. Then you got a power forward who penetrating off the dribble. He kicks it out to a 7-footer for a jump shot.
Lakers have 55 points on the board here at the start of the third period, and Kobe is in single digits. Horford. Good defend by Gasol. Odom outlets to Fisher.
He's used his size. Straight up, and now when you look at it, are the Hawks going to double team?
Kobe kicks it out. Lamar Odom top of the key. Another open look for the Lakers.
Because Kobe Bryant drew all the defenders and guys standing on that line.
Josh Smith goes up and in.
You see the defense Lamar is playing, Bob. Wole, he just got his hands up and just standing there. I mean, you got to go to Josh Smith every time, and Josh has to be smart enough just to make a play. You don't have to shoot it every time.
Odom. Up and in off the glass. 9 points for Lamar. The native New Yorker played collegiately at Rhode Island. 59-51 Lakers. Marvin with a quick shot. Nails one.
I like that he hit that one. Vladimir did not even try to get out away from that screen to contest. I think he was playing in percentages because Marvin hasn't knocked down a lot. You got to make it play honest.
Marvin Williams was 2 of 11 in the first half. Anthony Johnson goes down to Josh Smith. Kobe and Fisher defend. Here's Marvin again. Can he make 2 in a row? Yes, he can. 10 from Marvin. Hawks 5 of 6 in the period. Lakers still lead it by 4.
This is good basketball by the Hawks at the start of this third quarter.
Fisher turns, fires, and hits a 2. Boy, he has been on it tonight, folks. 4 of 7, 3 threes in that first half. Joe Johnson got away with that to travel. Yep.
think when you look at it, Bob, when he passed it, did somebody touch it? And I think that's what the Atlanta Hawks are arguing. Joe Johnson is arguing. On the pass, did somebody touch it? And it looked like he threw it up against Al Horford's body and got it back.
Gasol. And look at Odom just fly in over everyone and fouled on the way up. The foul on Marvin Williams. Hawks not getting a friendly whistle right now. Second on Marvin.
When you look at it, Josh Smith looked into flying around and block shots. You got to understand that he's guarding Lamar Odom. You got to have to box him out.
See Marvin slapping Odom on the back. 9 and 9 for Lamar. As we remind you, Hawk fans, about the steal of the game. Get lower level seats for $30. Upper level for only $15 when the Hawks host the Pistons on Tuesday at 7. Call 1-866-715-1500 before the end of the third quarter and take advantage of the steal of the game. Lamar Odom 1 for 2. This visit to the line, 62-55. Marvin barrels in, too strong with the left hand. Eric Fisher comes away for the Lakers. Radmanovich drives. Knocked away. Picked up inside. Gasol had it blocked by Josh Smith.
And look at the Hawks running and look at all the Lakers trying to catch up.
And Horford gets it back and dunks it. Atlanta has such an advantage when they push the basketball.
Any turnover, any missed shot, they should try to get out and run. Just force the issue.
And the thing about it, as Kobe rims one out,
right now, just keep pushing it.
It doesn't matter because everybody can run. Just get down there. And Joe knocks it down.
Joe Johnson gets a chance to go one-on-one. Even on that semi-break, teams can't load up when you push the basketball because everybody's unbalanced.
Al Gasol to the cutting Radmanovich. Turnover.
And look at the Hawks running. Kobe did a good job of making Anthony Johnson stop, but they still have a chance.
Josh Smith spins in. Out to Joe. Wide open. Missed the three that would have tied the game. Kobe spins around Anthony Johnson. No looks it to Fisher for three. Boy, the three you don't get and the three they do.
Anthony Johnson went for the steal, but Kobe made a beautiful spin. Probably slapped Anthony in the face. And AJ's wondering why he didn't get the call, but watch.
Oh, he threw an elbow right in his chops.
But guess what? That's Kobe Bryant, Bob.
That was an unnatural basketball act.
Yes, it was. He was protecting the ball, he'll say. And AJ say that's a foul.
Timeout at Phillips. 6:22 in the third.
Tout est chaud, tout est joli. La tour Eiffel s'épanouit. Paris fait Mali.
Tu es beau, tu es joli.
At Philips, simplicity is technology that fits seamlessly into your life.
Paris fait Mali.
Nobody likes getting their credit checked. At Aaron's, we never check your credit. You're pre-approved. Come check us out. Aaron's has the best brand new name brand furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers at the guaranteed lowest prices. And our 12, 18, or 24-month lease options will give you a new lease on life.
New lease on life? I sure could use one of those.
Well, then you're in the right place because nobody beats Aaron's.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by
Stay twice through April 6th and earn twice the rewards. AAA members earn 3 times. Twice is nice. 3 times is nicer. Visit bestwestern.com.
65-59, one of Smitty's permanent season-long three-pointers is run, Hawks, run. And you see what happens when they do.
Reason why good things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. This is what they're built to do, run the basketball. They have advantage on probably 95% of the teams in the NBA when they get out and run. They're so young, they're so athletic, and they got to use their quickness and their speed to their advantage. Even on this semi-break, there's advantage for Joe Johnson because nobody's loaded up to be able to double team. They just have to push the basketball and get the early offense. Something good has happened. Even if you get a shot up and miss, they have rebounding athletic guys that can go get it.
The Hawks with 12 fast break points. Joe Johnson and Fisher. That's going to be a jump ball. Derek Fisher coming across to create the double team. Reaches in and forces the jump between he and Joe Johnson.
It looked like Derek Fisher just raked him across the arm. Well, you got to go Marvin and Josh Smith. That's the lane. But you watch Derek Fisher trying to jump into Joe Johnson.
Josh Smith gets it inside. Now Joe steps back. Fisher the rebound. Lakers by 6. L.A. 14-9 on the road this season. 3-1 on the longest trip in franchise history. 9 games. Gasol on the bounce to Odom. He feeds to Kobe, who missed it. And Horford comes up with another rebound. Number 14 for Al Horford tonight.
I feel a 20 rebound game for Al Horford because he's in that rhythm.
Radmanovich the steal. Here's Kobe. Now Radmanovich coming up with the loose ball. 5:25 to go, third quarter. Lamar Odom.
Whoa. Al Horford almost threw that one away, but AJ did instead. And I think that's the biggest thing right there. If it's not an advantage, you can push the basketball with the dribble and still get an advantage and try to throw it up and make the spectacular play. Just push the basketball and see what you can find. Just probe if you're a point guard.
Gasol hooking it to Odom. And Josh on his hip. Put it in. 12 for Odom.
That's what the triangle does. You see he just cut off. If you go under, guys pop back to shoot it. If you chase over, there's an angle for a guy to always make that pass.
Horford right down the middle. Posterizing Lamar Odom.
Wow. And you look at even Speedy Claxton jump up and get a smile out of that one. Speedy, who has been missing, unfortunately, that knee injury. But he's definitely looking at his friend of his, Lamar Odom. They played together in high school, Bob. He'll let him hear about that one.
Kobe misses the three. Horford eats more glass. His 9th double-double of the season. Josh Smith going to take a three and make a three.
That's a big one. And I like what the Hawks are doing. They're hanging around. They haven't had a good spurt where they played well for 4 or 5 good possessions offensively and defensively. But when you look up, they're still only down 3 points.
And Josh Smith bats it away. It's out of bounds to the Lakers with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Anthony Johnson on Exmo. And Al Horford going up, up, down with the Thunder one-hander.
I like this Exmo. We can see it all. We can see who was in that poster. And that was Lamar.
That's right. Gasol against Horford. Kicks it out. Radmanovich for three, and Childers blocked that one. Shot clock violation. That time, good help and recovery by Childress.
Yes, it was. His length, he got out there, and Vladimir didn't think for sure. He had a lot of room to get that shot off, but Josh Childress covered a lot of ground with his length, and he blocked that one easily.
67-64 Lakers. Josh Smith doubled. T. Lue for two. Good.
That's a nice kick out by Josh Smith. Looked like he banged knees a little bit.
And a steal. The Hawks could take the lead, and Kobe intercepts the bounce pass intended for Childress. Ahead to the corner, and Fisher. That's a two-pointer.
I don't think Josh Smith saw Kobe Bryant at all. Wasn't a bad pass, he just didn't see him.
And now Gasol knocks the lead pass away. Timeout Lakers with 2:51 to play in the third quarter. Derek Fisher hitting more big shots for the Lakers, and they lead it by 3.
You're only waiting up just to spend a little time alone with me. Never thought that I'd love someone.
Well, if it isn't the maid of honor. Bourbon?
I'm
a brother, Sean.
Brothers don't sleep with each other's wives.
Get out!
Shut up.
The American dream.
They don't just give it to you with a big old ribbon and a bow. If we want it, we ought to take it.
Know my heart, know my heart, know my heart.
Sports South has all the action and all the access with Hawks Live after every game. More than just the score, Hawks Live brings a full court press. It's the only place to get the players.
They're going to leave me open. I'm going to make them pay.
The coaches.
That's what you got to do on a night in and night out basis.
And Hawks Hall of Fame legend Dominique Wilkins himself.
They're going to be around when the crunch time comes.
The human highlight film breaks it down, and we bring it home. Hawks Live after every game, right here on Sports South.
Lakers by 3 with 2:51 left in the third quarter. And another quality opponent for our next broadcast. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers will be here Friday night. Don't forget the special start time on Fridays all season at 7:30. Our coverage coming your way at that hour on Sports South. Josh Smith and the Hawks hosting LeBron and the Cavs. Atlanta knocked off Cleveland in their first visit to Atlanta. Kobe number 2 in scoring, and the King on top, Smitty, at 30.1.
That's a lot of points, but look at all these guys. They can score the basketball. Any of these guys, when you look up, they can get 50. And LeBron James, the thing that's so special about him, he'll end up with 30, 8, and 9, Bob. I mean, he flirts with a triple-double with 30 points. Usually guys get triple-doubles around a 17, 13, 12, 20, 30, and close to a triple-double.
The Cavaliers with that big win against the Celtics earlier in the week.
They're kind of special, and I think when you look at it, LeBron James is putting his team on the back. They got healthy. Unfortunately, Varejao went out and Sasha went out, Pavlovich, but they're still playing well.
Coming to the end of the third quarter, Childress. Lakers offensively shooting 46%. They've hit 9 of 16 threes and have 22 assists on 26 buckets as Gasol rolls one in.
Bob, you know how special that was for a 7-footer catch it and then turn and make a layup all in one motion.
I think he's going to enjoy life in Los Angeles.
I think so too.
Picking up the triangle pretty quickly. Shovel to Horford, he dunks it.
As he played hard and well for the Hawks
today. What a night for Horford. 13 points, 16 rebounds. It's to the point, Smitty, where you just can't take Al out of the game.
It is. Unfortunately, he has to get a break, but he's a young horse.
Kobe to the corner. And the three-pointer is good by Luke Walton. It's just an embarrassment of riches for these Lakers with all their shooters.
Yes, it is. If Hawks can get them to just miss a few, get out, and also get a hand up on some of these shots, because if they miss a couple, the Hawks are hanging around with all these threes the Lakers have made.
Josh Smith, second three. No, too long. Lakers by 6. Walton. Oh, the defense a bit tardy coming back, and Lamar Odom had it stripped and knocked away, and it's Hawks ball.
I mean, that's Josh Smith factor again. Luke Walton was going to lay it up, but he saw Josh, but he made a beautiful pass. If he was going to lay it up, but there's Josh. And then I like to recover by Al Horford and Josh Smith. They were right back into that play. He wanted that one.
6-point Laker lead. $1:10 in the third. Joe gets past Kobe. I think Kobe may have touched the ball. Lamar Odom rebounds. Farmar.
Now you have to double team Luke Walton.
Odom in a congested area caught the ball and scored it.
I like what Luke Walton did. That's knowing the game. Didn't try to score on T. Lue because he had a smaller defender. Just backed him in, baited, so he could get some outs, a better shot.
Marvin misses. I think you really have to respect Luke Walton for his basketball IQ.
You have to. I mean, the guy doesn't possess a lot of athletic ability, but he understands the game and it helps to be 6'8". Just his knowledge of the game, and then you're playing with guys who know how to cut. That triangle offense is tailor-made for a guy like Luke Walton.
Fakes, kicks, Lamar Odom for 3. Walton fighting for the rebound, but Horford comes away with it as the period comes to an end. Al Horford having a huge night, and the Hawks have 12 minutes left to make their move. Lakers 76, Hawks 68.
There are some places guys shouldn't go. Then there's Sport Clips, made just for guys, with sports on TV and stuff guys like, and none of the stuff guys don't. At Sport Clips, guys win.
There's more to keeping a car roadworthy than a good mechanic.
You also need car insurance.
Without it, you run a risk of paying heavy fines or having your car impounded.
So pick up the phone right now and call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
You can get immediate coverage and low monthly payments,
which you can make over the phone or by logging onto our website.
Keeping your car roadworthy is your job.
Keeping you roadworthy is ours.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. They say, don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk. For 31 straight years, we've backed up our talk with some of the toughest, most popular trucks on the road. Enough said.
There are some places guys shouldn't go. And then there's Sport Clips, a place just for guys where you can get a great haircut and catch the game. At Sport Clips, it's all about you. At Sport Clips, guys win.
Grab the beer that starts out cold and ends up refreshing. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
A big night in Atlanta as Kobe Bryant and the Lakers come to Phillips to battle Joe Johnson and the Hawks. Mike Woodson's Atlanta team has been on the defensive tonight against Kobe and the Lakers' three-point barrage. Al Horford's had a huge game. Double-double against Big Chief Triangle and the Lakers, but it's L.A. in front, and they've done it with outstanding three-point shooting. And really, Smitty, that's the difference in the ball game.
It is. When you look at it, 10 for 18, 10 made threes versus 3 for the Hawks. That's pretty much the basketball game. If you're not going to make threes or defend the threes, you got to get to the free throw line. Because the Hawks doing a pretty good job shooting it from the 2-point land. But now you have to defend this 3-point barrage by the Lakers. And good D by Childs.
Marvin lost it.
But is it, Bob? Did Marvin have possession? They say no, so it still stays at 3 seconds of shot clock.
A break for Atlanta. Lakers by 8. Radmanovich, a catch and shoot. Right into the lap of Josh Childress. Here's T. Lue. Joe Johnson had 12 in the first quarter. He's scored 6 points since. Shot clock draining. Goes to work on Radmanovich. Now it's Marvin on the baseline. Takes it all the way in. And Phil Jackson is not happy at all with his Lakers.
Not at all.
And he's barking at that second unit. And the lack of defense on the baseline. A timeout with 11:09 to go in the ball game.
Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers are joining forces to surround and destroy the competition. Take advantage by getting the best deals on new Kias in the Atlanta area. Let Kia free at the pump with a new Rio starting at just $9,900. Brand new 5-star safety rated Optimus start at only $13,900. All new Kias include a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Kia, the power to surprise. Craig Fields, Kia Atlanta South, and Kia of Conyers have teamed up to crush high prices. Get in on the best deals in the area now while they last.
It is Kovalchuk, dances his way in, shot, score!
Olsen barrels in, he scores!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Big shot, score!
Sports South is the home of the Atlanta Hawks.
Here come the Hawks.
Bringing you more games than any other network.
Baby! How about that one?
Catch all the amazing action all season long as the Hawks hammer home the highlights.
John Smith lights up and throws it down!
And electrify the ATL. The Hawks battle the Cavs Friday at 7:30 on Sports South.
Congratulations, Joe Johnson, on being named 2008 NBA All-Star.
76-70. Lakers lead it with 11:09 to go in the game. And time for tonight's Chili's essential ingredients. What it will take for the Hawks to pull this one out in the fourth quarter. And obviously, Smitty, contesting those threes is huge.
The Hawks have to do that. And I think, like we both agree, got to get Joe Johnson rolling in this quarter and then keep running. You can't slow down just because it's the fourth quarter. Keep pushing the pace, keep forcing the issue. Definitely no turnovers, but you got to keep running.
We were talking during the break about the timeout that Phil Jackson called a moment ago, and he knows a thing or two about winning basketball games, and he kind of cracked the whip on the second unit.
Well, he understands the situation right now. If he doesn't get his second unit playing at least even basketball, he has to come back to his starters earlier than he wants. And I think right now, if he can get them playing hard and they can keep it even or provide a little bit of lead.
Luke Walton follows in his own minutes.
Then he'll have a chance to rest Kobe, Lamar, and Paul Gasol for at least an extra 2 or 3 more minutes.
Kobe played the entire third quarter, didn't score. He's sitting on 9 points. And the Lakers starters, with the exception of Radmanovich, on the bench here. Joe Johnson. Good. Tough shot.
I mean, like Joe made it tougher because he had the first one. Luke Walton went up, he hung, and then knocked it down.
78-72.
This is a strong key at Turioff.
Vujicic. Walton inside to Turioff. Couldn't handle it. Shot clock 2. That's travel. The Hawks get it. Take a look at that last Joe Johnson hoop.
Look right here. Put him in a blender. Ooh, crossover. Could have shot it there, so guess what? I'll hold it. Take a picture pose, knock it down.
Take a picture, Luke. It'll last longer.
Oh, boy. Luke jumped, but not enough athletic ability. He couldn't hang long enough.
The blocking foul on Turioff, his second. Josh Smith coming back in now for the Hawks. At 9:54 to play in the game, the Lakers lead at 6. And Al Horford getting a breather.
Now, Bob, let's look at this lineup for the Hawks. All small, so you got to get up and run. But you also have to rebound and keep the Lakers off the offensive glass when you got a small lineup.
Nice pass inside to Joe Johnson. That's 22 for Joe. And a 4-point lead for the Lakers. Jordan Farmar on the cut. Walton rejected by employee number 5. Here comes Joe for 3. Short. Rebound to the Lakers. Oh, that would have been big. Now, we've still got a lifetime left in the fourth, but you'd love to see the crowd get behind the Hawks tonight in this fourth quarter. Redmanovich missing the 3. Turioff fends off Joe for the rebound. Your point, Smitty, about keeping the Lakers off the offensive glass.
Well, you look at the Hawks are small right now, so you got to keep them off the glass. And because you gave up that offensive rebound, gave up an opportunity for another attempt, but this attempt went in for the Lakers. Now it's back up to 6.
Vujicic with 5. 80-74 Childress. Marvin. Rebound Turioff. Marvin Williams tonight, folks. 5 for 17. Jordan Farmar. Down the lane, Turioff saves it over to Walton. Farmar with 8. 7. Jordan's got to hoist it over Josh Smith. Shoots an air ball. Joe Johnson over to Marvin. Back to Joe.
Vujicic is trying, but too little. He had to get a double team, and I like that. T. Lue wide open.
Bang. First three-pointer tonight for T. Lue, the former Laker. Cuts the LA lead to 3. Under 8 to go in the game.
Shooters, shooters, shooters. Now, because he hit one, Joe Johnson might not get a quick double team, and he could go early.
Farmar and Josh Smith blocks this one. Vujicic for 3, and it's good.
Got to contest the threes. I think Josh Childress standing right there. Should have just ran over there. Even if you give yourself up and you're off balance and make him drive it, got to get him off that line.
83-77. 7.5 to play. Lue again. Rebound Turioff. Ahead to Walton. Luke lays it back for Farmer. On the handoff. Luke from 15. Good.
Second unit playing well.
Boy, they are really giving the Lakers a big boost. Hawks are going to take a timeout with 7:04 to go. With Odom, Gasol, Kobe, and Fisher on the pines. The Lakers take the lead back to 8.
Revolutionary V-Vel technology that responds instantly to your commands and unleashes power immediately. The all-new 330 horsepower Infinity G Coupe. Intensity captured.
Sports South has all the action and all the access with Hawks Live after every game. More than just the score, Hawks Live brings a full-court press. It's the only place to get the players.
They're going to leave me open. I'm going to make them pay.
The coaches.
That's what you got to do on a night-in and night-out basis.
And and Hawks Hall of Fame legend Dominique Wilkins himself.
They're going to be around when the crunch time comes.
The Human Highlight Film breaks it down, and we bring it home. Hawks Live after every game, right here on Sports South.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Phillips, by Heineken, Sprite, and by the Home Depot.
Here at Phillips Arena, capacity crowd of 19,701 to watch the Lakers and Hawks. Elsewhere in the NBA tonight, the Delta scoreboard, San Antonio winning in Washington. Wonder what Pop thinks about Shaq going to Phoenix. Orlando wearing out the Nets. Boston on top of the Clippers by 11 at halftime. Pacers tied with the Knicks in New York. Miami without Shaq, tied in Detroit at 48. Dallas hosting Milwaukee later. Utah will be at Denver. New Orleans and Phoenix just underway. Seattle at Sacramento, and Chicago at Portland later tonight. Here the Hawks are trailing. Josh Smith and Joe Johnson have been within striking distance, Smitty, all night tonight, but haven't had the big push to seize the lead. And now the Lakers come back with Lamar Odom and Kobe Bryant.
No, they haven't got a chance, and I think the biggest thing is right now is Hawks got to be careful. And
Josh Smith was matched up with Turioff, and he took him right to the cleaners.
Turioff, he plays hard, but Josh Smith in a tight quarters just went round him very quickly and so strong. Here's the Exmo. We see everything on Turioff. You are in this poster for sure. Oh, boy. He'll hear about that one on the plane.
14 for Josh. 85-80.
Some better walk up to him, Turioff. Do you remember that play Josh dunked on him?
Yeah. Kobe. Blocked by Josh Smith.
That's Imano.
That's the 5th block for Josh tonight. Now at the other end, he scores it.
I mean, he has these 3 or 4 back-to-back possessions in all these games where he just does everything, Bob. Blocks shots, scores, rebounds, assists. And he's having it at the right time.
Hawks fans are being heard from. Yelling defense as the Laker lead is down to 3. Lamar Odom using that great extension to go up and over Marvin. 87-82. Childress. Now to Joe. Halfway through the 4th quarter. Joe repositions against Kobe. Got it.
Beautiful, Joe Johnson. And that's where I think Joe Johnson should live. His strength. Kobe Bryant, excellent defender. But it's hard to guard a guy 6'7" with that much ability and that much strength at 235 on the post.
Turioff has to go to work against Josh Smith. Missed the shot. Odom and Marvin Williams pushing off, and it's going to be against Marvin. 3rd on Williams.
Marvin got caught. Lamar Odom just riding him out. And good job by Marvin. Nothing he could do if he didn't foul. It definitely would have been an easy layup for Lamar Odom.
Horford comes back. He's matched up now with Gasol. Fisher back for the Lakers, and Farmar heads out. Al Horford giving up plenty of size, but responding with 17 rebounds in this game. Lakers go to Powell. Forced to take a bad shot. He was looking for Kobe. Now the Hawks run with Childress.
Good job by Josh Childress going right at Derek Fisher. That's tough to get a one-on-one because Derek Fisher's known for throwing his body in front of you, taking a charge.
A 9-2 Hawk run to cut it to 1. Kobe against Joe. Back iron. Rebound to Joe Johnson. Now the Hawks can take the lead with under 5 to play. Hawks look to their leaders. Now outside it's T. Lue. Back to Joe. Drives it. Gets close. Fade away. Rebound, Horford muscles it up, and he gets fouled by Kobe.
Al Horford on the glass. Unbelievable strength. And look how he goes to get this basketball. That's just a guy who would not be boxed out. Kobe's trying to push him. That's two hands like they teach you at big man's camp. He went to go get it. I thought he was in an active shooting.
I agree with you. Hawks last led at 41-40, and as soon as they got that lead, the Lakers ripped off 9 straight points. Fresh 24 for Atlanta. 4.5 to play. Horford drives. Throws it away and out of bounds to the Lakers. I didn't see that.
Sasha hit the basketball, Bob, what I can see from here. Al Horford got caught trying to pass it. And when you look at it, that's Sasha.
Right there.
He touched it.
87-86. Derek Fisher protecting against Lou. Now Gasol works on Horford. Missed the shot.
Beautiful D.
Now Josh Smith comes up. Under 4 left in the game. Lakers by 1. Out comes the screen. Off the pass. It's Lou to Childress. Josh in the alley. Loose ball. And that's going to be a reach in. Sasha with his first, and Horford nearly hit that as he threw it up toward the hoop.
That was a bad pass by Josh Childress. Threw it to the big guy's feet. But Al Horford has those vice grips. He just went got it.
2 free throws coming for Horford. Stay tuned right after the game. Hawks Live comes your way here on Sports South. Jerome Drenovich, Hall of Famer Dominique Wilkins will break it all down. Al Horford with his 14th. His 9th double-double. His rebounding high in the game is 19 against Washington. He's got 18 to date. Hawks take the lead.
And look at the crowd, Bob. They're getting into it. That's what the Hawks might can feed off right now. This is a big possession.
Kobe. Rebound Gasol. Out to Fisher. Derek for 3. No good. Laker ball. It is hard to believe, but Kobe Bryant has not scored in the second half. Last year, he scored 9 straight in the fourth quarter in a one-on-one shootout with Joe Johnson to lead the Lakers to victory. And now, against the Hawk defense, the Lakers couldn't get it in and are forced to burn a timeout. It'll be a 20.
Second timeout. Gotta love this crowd getting into it. And I think this is what the Hawks needed. Just a little bit of excitement. Crowd getting behind them. Couple defensive stops. They could put a lot of pressure on the Lakers because the Lakers have been just coasting, Bob, through this game. They've always been up, always been in control. Now you got to look at it. Kobe Bryant might try to take over right now, but that guy Al Horford, 18 rebounds, Bob. 18 points is big. 18 rebounds. I mean, and this is a big front court. And I like what he's done offensively, too. He's ran the court. He's played well, but he's made all these big-time plays when the Hawks needed him. And in crunch time, he's really showing up in this fourth quarter so far.
Al Horford's line. Impressive. Laker ball and a fresh 24. Here's Kobe into the paint. In and out. Kobe Bryant is 0 for 8 in the second half. Hawks by 1 with 3:08 to play. Here's Lou. Three seconds for Joe. And Fisher is there, out of bounds. Laker ball.
And that's not Joe Johnson's fault, Bob. Nobody told him that Derek Fisher was coming.
And officials timeout. 2:53 to play. Laker ball when we come back.
So, what are we doing?
In my place, pizza and a video.
No way.
Very original.
How about Chili's? Welcome to Chili's.
Pepper in some triple thick bacon with Chili's new Smokehouse Bacon Burgers. They're mammoth-sized burgers with the thickest bacon you've ever seen. Like our Southern Smokehouse Burger. The bacon seasoned with brown sugar and chili pepper, then grilled. Come in now and try them all. Only at Chili's. Pepper in some bacon. Pepper in some fun.
President Millard Fillmore, best remembered as the first president to have a running water bathtub. He's unheard of. So we are honoring him during Kia's Unheard Of President's Day sale with unheard of deals on the Kia Sportage and the Kia Spectra. To commemorate Millard's bath time, we've created this Millard Fillmore soap on a rope.
Get unheard of deals like 1.9% APR plus 500 bonus cash.
The NBA season is in full swing and the action is heating up. NBA League Pass lets you see the hottest teams no matter where you live or where they play. The Lakers are riding high in the West, and Orlando is working some magic of its own in the East.
Puts it up, blocked by Howard.
As a part of your subscription, see all the action online with NBA League Pass broadband. Get NBA League Pass now for the special price of just $99. To order, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider. Don't miss a minute of live NBA action. Get NBA League Pass now.
Welcome back to Phillips Arena. Hawks 88, Lakers 87, and 2:53 remaining in this game. All eyes, of course, are going to be on Kobe Bryant as to how he orchestrates the final 3 minutes of this game for the Lakers. But I'll tell you, Smitty, as great as he is, you just wonder if that outside shot is a bit off tonight. He missed that one a moment ago. If that pinky, the dislocation he suffered last night in New Jersey, is affecting that shot.
I think so, because you look at it in that paint, that was a touch shot. And that's the one, you usually make, and he couldn't get a good rhythm, a good feel. But the one thing, he's a gamer. The biggest thing I think for the Hawks is they have to keep playing their game, keep running. But I think right now with this small lineup, everybody has to rebound. Al Horford is doing a tremendous job, but I think all other guys, Childress, Joe Johnson, and Josh Smith, are going to have to really get on his glass. Because if Al Horford's boxing out Gasol, then you got to watch out for Lamar Odom and other guys coming in crashing.
Kobe, 3 of 15 from the field and 0 of 2 from outside the arc. Laker ball, and Fisher works it up against T. Lue. 2:45 to go in the ball game. Odom, top of the key. Josh Smith took one step back, and that's all Odom needed.
And when you're 6'11", can handle a basketball, that little diversion of like he was going to drive it, you're right. Josh Smith had to give him a step.
Odom being physical with Josh Smith. Now gives him some room, and Josh Smith will shoot it. Tipped out by Horford. Second opportunity for Atlanta. 2:10 to play. Lakers by 1. Looking for Joe, and Kobe has him blanketed. T. Lue for 3. Got it!
There he is. My God, a closer. He wanted to take that one all the way. The guy got hard. Didn't care about the play. Just wanted to take a jump shot because he felt comfortable hitting it.
Atlanta by 2, 91-89. Here's Kobe. He drives it and scores it to tie the game. Didn't have to worry about the outside shot there. His first points of the second half, and we're all even.
Well, the great ones, they play when it's time to play. When the lights are on, the popcorn's popping, and for all the marbles. And I like T. Lue. He wants it.
T. Lue from 15 over Fisher. Got another one.
I tell you, he wants it. The closer.
Hawks again go up by 2, and 1:20 left. Hawks have a foul to give. Odom outside. Here's Kobe against Joe. Will he try to drive it again? The answer is yes. Now he scoots it out. Here's Odom. Steps in big, and Horford tackles him.
Yes, that's the way you go after it. You can't give up any possibility of an and one. Put Lamar on the line. Watch how Al Horford goes after Lamar. He's making sure. He's an old school throwback player. He knows how to play the game. No chance of an and one on that type of play.
A new career high 20 rebounds.
I told you, Bob.
For
I
Al
felt
Horford. Yes, sir. You called that early. Now Odom 1 for 3 at the line. He misses the first of 2. 61 seconds left.
He didn't just miss it, Bob.
No, he didn't look good at all.
Missed it. At the back of the bracket. A little pressure. Oh, this one doesn't look good either.
You're saying?
His feet was moving. I didn't like that routine.
93-92 Hawks. 55 seconds left.
The closer, T. Lue.
He has been huge. 2 threes, another drive. This time he turns it over, and it's Vujacic with it. The Hawks take it back. Fisher takes it back for the Lakers. 40 seconds to play, and Fisher is fouled by Josh Smith, and that was a complete acting job. A complete acting job by Derek Fisher.
But is that smart, Bob? You felt the guy on your hip. You just keep riding him. But watch Derek Fisher, the old vet. That's just completely Hollywood. But I love it. That's the way you play the game. You know the situation. The guy's on your back riding you. You got to call it with any contact, especially with that situation where he goes down.
Derek Fisher ties the game at 93 with 40.3 remaining.
And for all the young fans watching, you know, that's just a smart play. Yes, it was acting, but you do what you have to do to get wins. And what he did on this defensive end, he got a strip too.
He missed the second free throw. Timeout Atlanta. Tied at 93. Full timeout for the Hawks. We will take the timeout with them. Atlanta ball, tie game.
Dodge Ram now has a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, the longest lasting warranty in the business. Chevy, Toyota, and Ford don't. It makes owning a Dodge Ram easier than ever, with no more repair bills for covered parts as long as you own your truck. And Ram, the longest lasting, most durable line of full-size pickups, is the only truck to offer it. Go figure. Dodge. Grab life. Now get 0% financing plus up to $4,250 bonus cash on 2007 Ram 1500.
We're tied at 93, 39.3 seconds remaining, and with the knowledge that Josh Smith is 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double, we're going to salute Al Horford as tonight's Safe Auto Player of the Game. A whopping rebound total of 20 against the much bigger Laker front line, and 15 points for Horford.
You got to take your hat off to him, like you said, because of the magnitude of this game and because against Paul Gasol and this big front line, he came in and he dominated on the glass. And yes, Josh Smith, you got to take your hat off on the games he's putting together. But I like what this rookie did. Didn't play scared at all. Looks like an old vet, like he's been playing 9-10 years. And
speaking of old vets, how about the closer?
I mean,
he has scored the last 5 Hawk points.
And not only did he score them, Bob, he wanted to take the shot. There was no way he was passing the basketball, and I love what he did. Put the team on his back. He can make big shots and big plays.
Interesting, on his drive to the middle, he didn't get a whistle.
I thought for sure he got fouled. Derek Fisher just all out, went after the basketball. A lot of contact. But the big thing right now is the Hawks have a chance. But just because the only thing is till the Hawks not advantage, Bob, is they gonna have some seconds left for the Lakers to take a shot if they score the basketball, but you want to score.
And the Lakers put up the press. You got 2 terrific defenders out front in Fisher and Kobe. Everybody standing at Phillips. 13, 12, 11. Hand off to Joe Johnson. Lue goes down. Joe penetrates, and we've got a foul on Los Angeles.
I mean, look what T. Lue did when he handed the ball off to Joe Johnson. He ran into Kobe and grabbed it. We didn't get a chance to see it to knock Kobe off. And woo, Joe Johnson, glad he got away with that ball. Could have been a little push, but Derek Fisher was moving.
Here's Joe to break the tie. 25 points for Joe Johnson. The shot clock is off. Count it. Hawks by 2. Laker timeout. They'll advance the basketball. 26 points for Joe Johnson. 8 of them here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks have been perfect at the line. 12 of 12 tonight. So the Laker timeout comes after Joe hits the 2 free throws to put Atlanta in the lead.
What you like about the Hawks stepping up, making big-time free throws, making big-time plays, not intimidated this Lakers basketball team. And you, like we said, they just hung in there, and now you got a ball game. Advantage Hawks right now up 2. Got to play defense, Bob, and I think when you look at Mike Woodson, you got to talk to guys about staying at home because somebody can drive the basketball and leave somebody open. You'd rather go in overtime and then to give up a wide open 3. Give some credit to these guys. You got to play your guy one-on-one. If he hits it, he knocks it down. You might have some time left to get a chance to go on the other end or go into a situation where you go into overtime, but you don't want to give up an open 3.
Lakers choose to run the baseline and play it in from 94 feet away. Derek Fisher jogs it up.
Everybody spread it on that 3-point line.
It's Kobe. Losing the dribble. Kicks it into the backcourt. It was tied. It's a violation. Kevin Fear saying that Kobe regained his dribble in the backcourt, in the front court rather, took it to the backcourt, and that became a violation.
Let's look at it. Nope, Joe Johnson didn't touch it at all. Not on that play, not at all. Correct call by the referees.
And that will give the ball to the Hawks. Joe never touched it.
Not
and Kobe, as he regained that dribble, it was a backcourt violation. So 8 seconds remaining. The Hawks take a timeout. And now, if you're the Lakers, you're going to try to set up a defense where you can pick one off here.
Yes. And Kobe's disagreeing, but we had a great angle, and we had television to show us. Nobody with a Hawk uniform. Joe Johnson, nobody touched that one. Clearly over and back. He lost it, and it might have to do a lot with the defense of Joe Johnson. Also, that little pinky is hurting. That little bitty, itsy bitsy pinky.
Everyone's standing. What a game. What a finish. And the Hawks are 8 seconds away from victory. They can throw it in the backcourt if they choose. Josh Smith is fouled immediately by Gasol as the Lakers could not get that steal, and 9/10 of a second ran off the clock. And now Josh Smith can go a long way in wrapping this one up with 2 free throws. 95-93 Hawks. So the door's open.
Got to at least make one. Make him have to take a 3-pointer. Everybody's quiet.
Three-point ball game with 7.1. And the Lakers will take a full timeout. 7.1 remaining. The first Hawk missed free throw of the game.
Yes, it was. But I'm glad he hit one of them. Wish he'd have hit 2. Just makes it a lot of interesting play. We got to say here, just more suspenseful. And now when you look at it, you got a lot of guys who can take the 3-point shot for the Lakers. And I think you definitely, Kobe Bryant is the guy who wants that 3-point shot definitely after that turnover. I think he's going to get the basketball and try to tie it up right now. Do you foul, Bob?
Well, the Hawks are over the limit, but boy, with a 3-point spread, that's something you have to think about.
I mean, you think about it. Once he catches it, do you foul? And maybe he knocks down 2, and you get a chance to go knock down some more free throws and take some time off. But you can't foul in the act of shooting, or he goes up and get a chance to had three shots because of a foul out on the line. If you do, you got to foul early.
And do you run a double team at Kobe just to get the ball out of his hands?
I don't think so, because you got so many guys can knock it down. I think Joe Johnson is capable of getting a hand up, and all you want to do right now is just get a hand up. If he knocks it down, you definitely don't want to foul him. But I think right now, if he knocks it down, you still have an opportunity to go in overtime. You just play it straight up. Biggest key, Bob, I think, is the guy who defends the out-of-bounds line. Don't let him just get a clear look. You got to put some pressure on him, and like we saw before, the referee moves you back, but after they give him the ball, you close that gap, and you get right on that line.
Lakers are out of timeouts. Mario West is going to come in. Horford will exit. Lamar Odom looking for Kobe. They get it in. Vujicic goes up and scores with 3.7.
Vujicic just looked at them. Kobe said, think. Vujicic just looked up. He didn't realize they were down 3.
That cuts it to 1, 96-95.
Watch Kobe.
No, we need a 3.
It's funny, you telling the guy no and he makes it.
But what it does, though, Smitty, it extends the game.
Yes, it does.
So now you get a foul. Now you put the Hawks back on the line and the pressure to hit 2 more free throws. The Lakers are out of timeouts. The Hawks called this one. And I believe the Hawks are out of timeouts as well now. Boy, time and score is everything.
Yes, it is. Big inbound place with Josh Childress. A lot of pressure on this guy. You love to take it out when you have a timeout left or 2 timeouts. Now, no timeouts. You have to throw it in right now.
And it's a spot throw in for Childress.
And with Paul Gasol all over him.
Childress lobbing it in, and Joe gets fouled. So you get it to the right guy.
Yes.
Foul on Fisher. Now, if he makes 2, that pushes it up to 3. And the Lakers would be left for a desperation shot.
Gotta love it.
27 for Joe.
Calmly knocking him down.
Second free throw for Joe. 97-95 Hawks. 98-95. Here come the Lakers. Odom to Fisher. He can hit these. No good. And the Hawks prevail. It came down to a final shot by Derek Fisher. A deep 3 to be sure, but he had an open look. And this ball game belongs to Atlanta. A great fourth quarter comeback as the Hawks were down 76-68. Score 30 in the fourth and win it 98-95. Stay tuned. Complete post-game coverage as Hawks Live is next.
Welcome to Hawks Live, 98-95, the final. The Hawks, a winner over the Lakers. Let's send you right over to James Verrett, who begins our coverage with Joe Johnson. James?
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Joe, big 4 free throws in the end of the game, but let's talk about the defensive fourth quarter. What was Coach telling you guys in order to clamp down on the Lakers?
Late, we didn't want to double Kobe and give up a wide open 3-pointer, so Coach told me to take the challenge and guard him straight up, and I did that. And I just tried to make it tough as possible. And somehow I got a hand on the ball and it was good D.
It seemed as though today the team was very calm. Even though you guys were down, you knew that you were building something offensively. What did you guys change, particularly in the second half, to get going?
I think we just picked up our intensity. I mean, Josh Smith came in the fourth quarter and made some big plays, attacked the basket. He wasn't settling for jump shots, and that's when he's at his best. So, he came up big for us in the fourth quarter.
Everybody's been talking about how big the Lakers are, but you guys were able to out-rebound them. Was it a matter of just being more physical?
Yeah, it was. When you got a guy like Al Horford and Josh Smith, up under the basket, blocking shots, and I think Al had like 20-something rebounds. That's big for our club, man. That addition right there alone, it really helps out a lot.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations. Back to Jerome and Dominique.
Thank you, James.